All right, welcome back, second grade. Today we are going to do another passage out of our reading packet for packet number 3, and we're going to be doing actually two stories today. And so the first one is a story about Cinderella, and so a very popular story that many of you already know. But make sure that you're reading closely because when you go to answer the questions, it may have a different meaning than maybe if you've seen it in a movie or somewhere else before. So make sure that you're reading Cinderella. And so you can see that it starts right here. And when you get to the bottom of the page, it's going to say to go on. And then it's going to have a second story. It's called The Turkey Girl. Before you answer any questions, make sure you both read Cinderella and The Turkey Girl because some questions will have to do with both readings. So make sure that you do both of those before you go on. After you read each story, stop and try that retelling across your fingers. Again, we've been working on retelling, so find an adult, make sure that you retell what happened in the beginning, middle, and end of your story. Try to go across those 10 fingers, see if you can add some details. Then stop and do the same thing for the Turkey Girl. Stop and retell. And then maybe talk to an adult about how the stories are the same, how are they different, what did you notice about those two stories today? Okay. When you get done reading today, you'll want to stop and then we'll go on with questions 22 through 30. So go ahead and stop the video now. Go ahead and do your reading, do your retelling with an adult, do that practice, and then come back and we'll do the questions. All right, hopefully you enjoyed your stories. And so we'll get on to our questions. Question number 22 says, what challenge does Cinderella face because of her new stepmother? So the challenge again is that problem in the story. So what is that problem or challenge that Cinderella faces because of her new stepmother? So take a look at each of those options, A, B, C, and D. Make sure you read through them closely. Figure out which one would make the best answer there. And then go over that, of course, with an adult to make sure that you can find that answer. Maybe going back to the text and checking to see where you'd find information that would help you. Okay. When you get to question 23, it says, read these sentences from the paragraph of Cinderella. It says, she cleaned and cleaned, or sorry, she cleaned and cooked and cooked and cleaned some more. All the while, her two new stepsisters did nothing. So which best explains why the author repeats the word cleaned and cooked? Now, this is going to be the one that we stop and do a little bit of work on together today. So if you're tuning into the video, it will help you out a little bit. So is it A, to show that Cinderella wanted to please her new stepmother? Is it B, to show that Cinderella had so much work that she could never stop? Is it C, to show that Cinderella was very good at both cooking and cleaning? Or was it D, to show that Cinderella liked to keep busy to make her stepsisters happy? Well, you can tell from the rest of the story, she's not really into making her stepsisters happy. So that would take care of letter D. And to show that Cinderella wanted to please her new stepmother, A, I'm sure it would please her by working, but I don't think she was too happy with her new stepmother. Letter C, to show that Cinderella was very good at both cooking and cleaning. Remember, this is not a story talking about whether she was good or not good at something. So that leaves us with letter B, to show that Cinderella had so much work that she could never stop. When an author is repeating things over and over, they're really trying to stress it to you. So she cleaned and cooked and cooked and cleaned some more. They're trying to show that it's not stopping. She's having to do it over and over. So you'd want to have B there as your answer. Okay, so hopefully that's what you chose for your answer too, as you're checking through. That's a little detail of how to break through the story. Question 24. What do the stepsisters think about Cinderella wanting to go to the dance? So look at those options, A, B, C, and D. Make sure you read them all closely and choose the one that is the best answer. Okay. Question 25. What do we learn about Turkey Girl at the beginning of the story? So make sure you're switching to the story titled Turkey Girl. And what do we learn at the beginning of the story? Okay. Number 26. Which sentence best tells what happens soon after Turkey Girl wishes she could go to the special dance? Is it A, B, C, or D? Okay, and number 27. It says, which sentence best tells the lesson to be learned from the Turkey Girl? So what's it trying to teach you there? Is it A, don't worry about others? B, be happy with what you have? C, enjoy your life? Or D, keep your promises? Okay, and if you go back to that story, I'll give you a hint. It has something to do with those promises, so you might want to check that out. Okay, on 28, it says, what is one way both Cinderella and Turkey Girl are alike? This is where it's important that you've read both stories. So look at those options, A, B, C, and D. How are they both alike? So find what's in common in both of those stories, okay? 29, which story event is the same in Cinderella and the Turkey Girl? So again, we're looking for an event that is the same, that happens in both stories. So look at those options and choose your best option. All right. And oops, that's where we're going to stop right now. And because we'll come back to the next part, which has to do with phonics a little bit later. Well, hopefully you enjoyed your reading of your two stories, found some things that were similar in them, and we will come back next time to work on the phonics section. All right, thanks for tuning in.